Hey, welcome to episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Only 25 days till Christmas. Got all the Christmas decorations set up. Got my elf costume on because of tonight's beer. Appropriately named the Mad Elf Grand Cru from Troegs Brewing out of Pennsylvania. They don't sell these in Florida. I got this bottle when I was in upstate New York about almost 2 months ago now. And it's just been sitting in the fridge since I got back and I've been saving it for Christmas, so wanted to break it out. Take this hat off because I don't hear that bell the entire time. So anyways, this is a big beer. It's 11% ABV. They make a regular Mad Elf, which is also 11%, but I guess the difference with this one is that they throw brown sugar, cinnamon, and clove in there. But otherwise, it's it's like a Belgian quad with honey and cherries. So poured it into the tulip glass. Did not form a head. I didn't even it fizzled away so quick I couldn't even grab the camera or anything. So, sorry the lighting. It looks like black, but it's actually like a blood red, like a ruby red maybe. It's got a definite haze to it. By the way, this bottle is about a year old. I don't think it was going to show on camera, but it said it was bottled on October 5th, 2024. So it's about almost 14 months old. So let's give it a whiff. Yeah, well, it smells. I can smell the cherry. It smells like a lot of cherry quads and stouts that I've had over the years, like 𝓕𝓮𝓻𝓲𝓷 philosophers. Yeah, all authentic, all natural cherry. Doesn't smell like cough medicine, which is good. I don't really get much in the way of honey, but there's definitely a Belgian yeast character there. So I'm getting more spicy kind of phenols. I don't really get much in the way of actual specific malts or anything, but at least it's not oxidized for being a year old. So let's see how it tastes. Cheers. Yeah. Nice. All right, so the first thing that hit me obviously was the cherry, but what hit me was, as I said on the aroma, is that it's completely authentic, which it should, because it's made with actual real cherries. It's not just cherry extract. If you go to their website, they explain the whole thing on there. They call it Balaton cherries. So I'm not a cherry connoisseur, so I don't know the difference between different types of cherries. It's probably just where they're from. So since this bottle is a year old, I think it has dried out a little, because I'm getting definitely a natural cherry flavor up front. I'm getting a Belgian quad essence, but it's not quite as rich or bready as a relatively fresh Belgian quad, or maybe just because the addition of the cherry and the honey, the honey, if they use it before fermentation, it's just basically going to jack up the alcohol, and you're going to kind of thin out the body, and it's definitely going to give it. The honey's there more for ABV than for flavor. But I will say there is a slight, kind of honey in the background, almost like a cherry honey aftertaste. Cinnamon, yeah, the cinnamon is kind of, in harmony with the natural Belgian yeast esters to you always tend to get a kind of peppercorn or just a general spiciness. Sometimes you get rye off those really strong dark Belgians. So the cinnamon is there, and it's kind of like I said, kind of in harmony with that, where it's just they kind of play off each other. But first and foremost is the cherry. I would not really call this beer sweet. I would say it's rich and has a depth of flavor, but it's not sweet in the way a dessert beer would be, or some kind of pastry stout. I would not call it decadent. Maybe when it's fresh it is. Although I think when it was fresh, it's probably really boozy. And I wonder if the body in CO2 lost a little something over the year. Yeah, the body on this one, I don't know, I'd probably put about medium full. Carbonation on the lower side. It's smooth, don't get me wrong, it's very smooth. I would not call it creamy. It's not a thick viscous thing at all. It doesn't seem like noticeably thin to me. The 11% ABV is definitely warming, but it is pretty gentle, especially compared to the Aldi bourbon or actually just barrel aged stout that I had last night. I think this beer is probably better fresh. Like, I'm not getting like any overt oxidation like cardboard, or I mean, like, maybe you could say like there's like a slight kind of sherry presence in there, which in the case of this beer, or this style of beer, it's not going to distract from it at all. But like when I like cherry beers, I like them like, sweet and sweet up front and like a tart finish. I get like a little bit of tartness in this one. It actually kind of reminds me of like a lot of wild, wild beers use cherry. Love those. They're hard to find these days. Because I'm getting a little bit of burn in my throat, and I don't know if like that's acidity or if that's just the alcohol. Probably the alcohol. It's missing like a slight wow factor for me. It didn't really knock my socks off, but I'm definitely liking it. And like the beer critic in me is like, this, that's good. Hitting on this, All right, so I'm going very long. So yeah, 8.5 for Troegs Mad Elf Grand Cru 2024 vintage. If you watch all the way in, you're awesome. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you from their Christmas beer review. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's beer review.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.